and they are the best workers. They serve with such dedication because they are serving the same kind of people who are our gift of vision beneficiaries. So they actually they do not call them by patients, they call them by their grandfather or grandmother, tata, mama, they will call them. And they will, and extremely, they are part of, and a very strong part of our service-oriented team.
I request everybody to please remain seated.
Once the chief guest has come, we will directly bring him onto the dais. So please don't stand up and crowd the walkway. Just please remain seated. So what distinguishes Sankara camp? There are a lot of NGOs who are doing, the same or similar kind of work. So what distinguishes Sankara from the other NGOs that participate? What we believe is again 100% care, because these are not the patients are not operated in smaller hospitals in the field with junior doctors, but these patients are all brought to the base hospital where senior consultants are there. So if it's a complicated case, the senior consultant performs it. If it is something easy, okay, a mid-level person can perform, and even should there be a complication, the senior is there to intervene and give the best outcome to the patient. Not only are we ensuring the perfect outcome to the patient, we go back 1 month down the field, down the time, and we go back to the same village that this patient was picked up from. We check their eyes again to see if everything is fine, and if something is not, obviously we will bring them back to the base hospital. But otherwise, we go back again to the patient home to see that the patient's eyes are all right. And 3 to 6 months down the line, actually, there's a third party who goes and surveys the same set of patients and asks the patient what is the kind of change that this simple or this surgery has brought to you. And that is where we've realized that most close to 60 to 70% of the patients, the old patients, are actually gone back to doing some kind of work and supporting their family and standing on their own feet with immense amount of dignity. So not only do we fill the eyes with light, we give them a livelihood and we give them dignity. And that is the most satisfying aspect of this program that we say.
A warm welcome to Honorable Minister, Mr. KT Ramarao Garu, Minister of Municipal Administration, Urban Development, Industries and Commerce and IT. I request everybody to please remain seated. And also we welcome MLA Rajendra Nagar constituency, Mr. T. Prakash Gaud Garu. A warm welcome to you, sir.
So I would again request all of you to be a part of this movement. Please visit the website www.shankarai.com. You can see that we have various kind of supporters. We have, if you have walked around the hospital, you will see the golden wall, the platinum wall of our supporters. You will see the patrons at the beginning in the opening entrance of the hospital. These are all people who contributed immensely to the setting up of these excellent centers. And these are not islands of excellence, as I said, because all the patients, all are from the villages, are brought to these centers. They are not existing in isolation. They are here for a purpose because in the cities it is easier for the manpower, it is easier for certain infrastructural requirements. So that is the reason these are located in the cities, but more than 70 to 80% of the care that is given in this center of excellence is for the rural public. So Hyderabad center is set to work in the districts of Rangareddy, Medchal district, Yadagiri, Bhuvanagiri, Vikarabad, Sangareddy, Medak, and Siddipet. Apart from the urban poor, these are the free beneficiaries that will be treated here. Of course, you can tell all your friends that you need not, this is not only a donation in kind, but when you participate, every patient who comes here and gets treated, the margin of profit that is generated goes into helping our poor patients. So the smallest contribution that you can do is come and get an eye checkup here. And you shall feel proud that you are going to be a part of this program of gifting vision to millions. So those of you who have already gone around the hospital, after the formal function is over, there will be smaller inaugurations. Of course, the Minister Garu will inaugurate the main hospital here in the board. But they will, after the ceremony is over, there will be smaller inaugurations by the donors in these smaller individual departments. And we can take a round of the hospital along as these smaller mini inaugurations go on. That is after the function. And those of you who have seen the overall infrastructure, you can make out this is probably a state of the art, the latest equipment that you can see in any hospital, any corporate hospital. These will be equal or even better than them. And our, in fact, the operation theaters, all patients, irrespective of their capacity to pay, is operated in the same operation theater complex. So with the same exclusive certified kind of safeguards. We have laminar flow theaters to keep out the infection, the same infection control practices across, whether he's a patient who is a free beneficiary or a patient who pays for the surgery. They're all world class, so that at the end of the day, there should be nobody wanting for the lack of good care just because of their inability to pay.
Be seated, and please do not block the screens because people sitting in the lobby are not able to visualize. Once again, I request everybody to please be seated and do not block the screens, the televisions, so that the people sitting in the lobby area can visualize what's going on here.
Is just about to come. We wish to acknowledge the presence of some important guests, both within the Sankara family and without. As my colleague has already announced, KTR Ramarao Garu, the minister, and the Prakash Gaud Garu, the MLA from Rajendra Nagar. We also, on the dais, will be Mr. SV Balasubramanian Garu, the chairman of Shankara Foundation India, our founder and managing trustee, Dr. R.V. Ramani Garu, Mr. Murali Krishnamurthy Garu, the chairman of SEF USA,
And Mr. Ram Reddy Garu, leading entrepreneur and a strong supporter of Shankara and a patron of Hyderabad. And Mr. Suresh Chukkapalli Garu, chairman Phoenix Group.
We also will have Achut Reddy Garu, either on or off the dais here, we'll see. And he was also a patron, well-wisher, philosopher and guide for the Hyderabad unit.
I request everybody to please be seated. The minister is soon arriving. Please clear the entrance area, the walkway.
our founder and managing trustee, Dr. R.V. Ramani Garu, and our chairman of SEFI, S.V. Balasubramaniam Garu, is inviting and leading our honorable minister.
Very warm welcome, sir. Mr. K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister of Municipal Administration, Urban Development, Industries and Commerce and IT of Government of Telangana. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And I also invite MLA Mr. T. Prakash Gaud Garu, Rajendra Nagar constituency. And Mr. Murali Krishnamurthy, Chairman, Sankara Eye Foundation, USA. And Mr. Ram Reddy Garu, strong supporter of Sankara, leading philanthropist. And Mr. Suresh Chukkapalli Garu, Chairman, Phoenix Group. A warm welcome to you, all of you, sir.
Yes, invocation. Normally, any function would have a playback singer or some fine dressed lady to come and sing a prayer. But we have our own rock star, Murali Krishnamurthy Garu, the chairman of SEFI, in SEF USA, sorry, and he will be singing the inaugural prayer and the invocation for the ceremony.
This song was written by Sankaracharya and sung in UN by our own Srimati M.S. Subbulakshmi. Maitrim bhajata akhila hrijetrim, Maitrim bhajata akhila hrijetrim, Atmavadeva paranapi pashyata, Atmavadeva paranapi pashyata, Yuddham tyajate spardham tyajate